Okay, let's go ahead and continue. What I didn't show you was all the keywords that we drilled into. I think I went briefly over it. But you must be asking yourself at this point, how do you go through the most valuable terms? Now, I do want to keep you in touch with the step that is prior to even phase 0, or VOMA, or your vertical online marketing brainstorming sandbox. And that is being clear about the intention of your project. The intention is, if you're working for a client, you might use the VOMA tool differently. If you're just data mining for best pay-per-click terms, you might be just doing breakaways one after the other by just clicking the View as New Theme. When you click View as New Theme, it'll create a breakaway for the topic, and it will add it to your particular theme cluster. So just be very aware of what you're trying to do in the VOMA phase, which is to find similar groupings and markets. And everybody does it just a little bit different, but we'll get into the very specifics of that. For example, flower essences. In order to determine which direction I want to go into for flower essences, I'm going to go ahead and do an import. If you have any client keywords, this is really the time to do the import, because you can't really get a global view of what's happening without knowing where the client's at on his specific terms, as well as where they're wanting to go with their business evangelism, their unique selling proposition, and the rest. So what you want to do to get to the import function is you want to go View Themes for this cluster. You're going to hit a tab called Import Lists. The import list is a global list that allows you to connect a blueprint to any other idea. Okay, you're going to add a new import list. Now your client's going to give you your words in a lot of different formats. This is an unfriendly format, but you can have your secretary, i.e. your right hand, go ahead and put this in a list. You need to import this line by line. Now notice that Dr. Brent gave me some very, very, very general terms. You'll find this a lot, guys. You'll find people giving you top-level themes. What they're really saying, even though they don't know that, is that I would like to rank and own every vertical market, even mildly associated with the possibility of a client within my industry. Okay, that sounds like a mouthful, but that's really what everybody's doing. And you can say fine. The question is, well, how much do you do how soon? How much do you have on your primary website versus all your outbound blogs? Which is the highest priority market for the conversion of flower essences, i.e. whatever product X. You have all these questions, and it's your job to sort these out. And really what you're doing, guys, is first you're sorting out the client's mind, and then you're sorting out the keywords, because it's possible to help them rank for anything. It's not difficult. It's just a question of what's appropriate for their business. So you'll notice if you actually look at the Floralive site, you would find that a lot of the keywords that they're listing in their actual meta tags are not on the visible text of their website. This is bad. So you can always click View Source, Page Source. And this is just the sign of somebody who just doesn't know how to do optimization. You can take Bach flower essences. If you're on Mozilla, you can do Control F and just put Bach flower essences right here. You can look for it on the visible text of the page. You need to have the keywords in your meta tags definitely on the visible text of your page. This is SEO 101. So this site basically has no kung fu. You don't want to do that. It's no SEO. But this is typical throughout the site. Also, a lot of content management systems automatically stuff keywords that don't exist in the visible text. Don't do that, guys. It's not a good idea. So I'm going to take the most specific paragraph of keywords, stuffed keywords that I've found on this site. And now you got to kind of make sense of the mayhem. These are the meta tags for every page, which is bad. And these are meta tags exclusively for pages under essence descriptions and product descriptions. That's all fine, but I'm going to go ahead and try with the most specific, because actually with the most general, in his case, which will end up being specific because they were the most thought about tied to his industries. These things like abuse and stress, no way. We're not going to be going for those terms out of the gate. So just copy and paste these onto a text pad. There is a way to instantly sort those out in Word using the all function. I'm not going to show you that here. If you know it, great. Just bring the keyword down in a text pad, copy all, paste into the new import list. I'm going to call this meta tags part 1 and click submit. Krakken's going to drill just like anything else. Notice how important the naming conventions are, folks. VOMA, Floralive, meta tags part 1. I'm going to do a part 2 with this other second very, very broad cluster. When I come back, we're going to analyze these together and show you what it means.